one of the biggest reasons why this game's already fighting an uphill battle is because they didn't have the money and the resources to really market the game the way they wanted to. And Jeff Keighley, out of all people who runs the Game Awards, the Summer Games Fest, really liked this game, and he was like, yo, I'm giving y'all like a little handout if y'all want it to market y'all's game on the biggest stage of gaming. Let me show this game at the last trailer you show is Highguard. And the way they market it is that ex-Respawn devs who made Titanfall, who made Apex, are making this game. We all know we want ex-Respawn devs to make the game we've always wanted for the past 10 years. Titanfall 3. And then you show off this game, it was doomed from the start. What's good, YouTube? It's NoWayJeric, and I'm back with another video. Today, as you see by the gameplay on the screen and the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Highguard, the new shooter that just came out, made by ex-Respawn devs. It's kind of like an extraction arena, it has like, it's kind of hard to explain like the genre of shooting the genre the shooter is placed in, because it has different elements incorporated in the gameplay and like the design of like what you're doing. But I would just say it's like an arena shooter that's kind of like but you're not really extracting anything when the game ends. So it's like hero shooter. It's a hero shooter, extraction shooter, arena battle shooter. I'm just gonna call it a hero arena battle shooter. I don't even know. But before we get into it, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the love and support y'all been showing me. And today we're gonna be talking about Highguard and why I think not only Jeff Keighley kind of, not, what's the word? He didn't stain this game, but the way he promoted this game at the Game Awards kind of was already like screwing up how this game was gonna, the PR of it and how it was gonna perform, and why just themselves, like the developers of Highguard, why like the game they made wasn't what we really wanted. And I like the game. Personally, I like the game, but we can all say that we want ex-Respawn devs to make Titanfall 3. And I hate to say it because it's never going to happen. Like, I'm letting y'all know right now, any Titanfall fans watching this video, we're not getting Titanfall 3. We will never get another Titanfall. That is not, that IP is owned by EA. EA is not, if Apex, the main reason we're not getting Titanfall 3, this should be my intro for real. The main reason we're not getting Titanfall 3 is because EA owns the IP. If there are 100, 200K, 300K people on Apex daily, which there probably is, there's like 100K people on Steam every day. If you times that by 2 with Xbox and PlayStation, that's like 300K people playing Apex daily still to this day. The game is not dead. Apex is far from being dead. It's going 7 years strong. In my opinion, at the peak of Apex, it was probably the best like competitive battle royale that we had, and one of the best first person shooters we had. I really enjoyed and liked Apex, but obviously Titanfall and Titanfall 2 started the whole trend of like jetpack games and the kind of movement that those shooters like innovated on. That Titanfall was one of the most innovative shooters of all time. It really shaped that whole jetpack COD era, jetpack games with all these advanced movement shooters and all that. So ex-Respawn devs, when like at the Game Awards, right, when they were premiering this game and you saw ex-Respawn devs, you're like, holy shit, this is Titanfall 3, the game we've been wanting for the last 10 years. Titanfall 2 came out in 2016. I was a sophomore in high school when this game came out. I'm going to be 25 in April, y'all. That's how long it's been since Titanfall has been, like, a Titanfall game has been released. And Titanfall 2 ended up being one of the best shooters, not only the most innovative shooter of all time, one of the best shooters of all time. So I understand the whole sentiment of people hating, or not hating on the game, but showing some type of, like, resentment towards it, because at the Game Awards this year, which was a great Game Awards, Expedition Sweep, I already called that shit. Anyways, though, when the Game Awards was going on and the last game they were showing, the main thing they were like promoting was that, or Jeff said it first, and then they had it like on a little title screen, was that, oh yeah, ex-Respawn devs. Respawn, if you don't know, not only did they make Apex and Titanfall, they also made the Star Wars Jedi series, which was, in my opinion, the best Star Wars games we've had since KOTOR. Those games might be up there with KOTOR of like how good they are. They made the Star Wars Jedi series. They made Apex. They made Titanfall. They also made the old CODs. They made COD between like COD 4 and I'm pretty sure NW2 was like the last COD they made. It might have been NW3, but whenever Vince, rest in peace, a GOAT, a legend, one of the greatest FPS developers ever, I think he left in 2010. I'm pretty sure. Excuse me, I don't think he worked on NW3, but like Respawn has one of the best catalogs of all time in terms of games. Innovation, they've made action RPGs, Soul-likes, like this company is like really, really like well respected and like critically acclaimed. Their new game that comes out, because they're not Apex no more. Apex has new devs. Their new game, Highguard, which if you ask for my opinion, I do like the game. I don't think the game is like mind blowing though. I think the game is, if I'm rating it on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably like a 6 or a 7. But it's still fun. I've had fun playing this game, as you can see. This is one of the runs I have with my boy SB Nasty. Shout out to him. Follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/SB Nasty. That's my boy. We were running some games, and I will say I haven't ran the game solo yet, so that's when I'm going to give like my final review. But playing with friends, playing with people that know how to like, coordinate, and you could talk to them and comment, all that. The game is really enjoyable. I don't know how it is solo, and that's how you should judge multiplayer games. Is like how good it is solo, because you're like, every game is going to feel enjoyable with your friends. You can make any game fun with your friends, and any game is going to be good playing with your friends. So I had to play solo. I will say I've seen clips on Twitch and Instagram and all that of like people playing this game solo. It did not look good at all. It did not look like a fun or enjoyable experience. So furthermore, Highguard has good shooting mechanics. It has good gunplay. It has good movement, and it has a really cool and unique twist on the hero shooter and arena style shooter genre, with like how you approach like the looting phase, how the raids happen. Like that's why I'm saying it's kind of like Extraction with the raid aspect of the game. So it's like, I don't know how to like classify it. That's why I had trouble in the beginning, like trying to like put it in like in a box, you could say, of what type of shooter it is. But it incorporates so many different elements of different shooters, and it all pretty much gels pretty well. I will say it's the beginning of the game. The game just released. It has server issues. It has optimization issues. I've noticed on PC too. My boy was telling me like the most frames you can get is like 90, and he has a pretty like powerful rig. So I'm like, the game doesn't even have like good optimization at this point. So I feel like a lot of the people review bombing the game were people that had optimization issues, but also there was some weird hidden like not agenda, but like a weird reason people were review bombing the game. People thought this game was made by like Israel. Like I hate to say it, but like I'm dead ass. People thought this game was like Israel propaganda, and they were calling it Israel GPT or some shit. I don't know what them boys on. I don't know. They weird. I don't think they played this game at all. If you're saying this game was made by Israel GPT, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You might need to go find help, and I know damn well you not play this game. A lot of people review bombing this game. For a damn sure, I know for a fact, did not even play this game more than like 10-15 minutes. On Steam, a lot of people, because you can see the people reviewing and like how much time they had on the game. A lot of people who played this game didn't even pass 2 hours. And I get it. 2 hours could be, the threshold you have for like telling how good a game is. In my opinion, I think Steam should bump it to like maybe 5 hours. But that's another story for another day. But I'm not necessarily a believer in if you play the game for the first 2 hours and you don't like it, you should return it. I'll give it like maybe 4 or 5. Like 2 hours is like, a lot of games, like the Red Dead 2 cold section of the game was 2 hours. Like the first prologue intro of the game was like 2 hours and you're just in the snow. And that turned some people off. I would say it should be like 4 or 5 hours, because I have about 5 or 6 hours in the game. I've played like maybe 10-15 matches. The matches only last like 20 minutes, by the way. But I feel like I have a good amount of time playing it to like voice my opinion. And like, I really do think this game has some legs it could stand on, but I don't think it's anything mind-blowing. I thought when this game was getting showcased, it was going to be that next big shooter, and it still could end up being. When Apex came out, Apex wasn't anything like... Apex was fun, but I don't think it reached its peak to like 2020, 2021, 2022. This game could be the same story. Who knows? Right now, I would say like I would give this game like a 6 or 7. It's cool. It's good. Will I be playing it further like a lot in the upcoming future? I don't think so. I don't think like in February when all these games start dropping, like Resident Evil, Neo 3, I don't think I'm going to touch this game, to be honest with you. But it's cool for what it has right now. It's a really cool, like the way the game is designed, not in terms of the gameplay with like how you approach the raids and stuff, it's really cool and unique. We haven't seen this type of like shooter game, and that's why I'm saying earlier, like I'm repeating myself, but it's hard to like classify and like explain this game to like somebody who's never played a hero shooter or like an extraction shooter. Like telling them, oh yeah, you can ride on your horse. There's like a looting phase, and there's like overtime. It just has so many different and cool, unique elements to the game that I really like. But the game itself, like the gunplay and all that, is like actually really good. It's solid. It's Apex coded, so it's gonna feel a lot like Apex if you played Apex. And to me, Apex is still a good functional like shooter. It's always been to me one of the better like good or arcadey movement shooters. The guns have recoil, the guns have kick. There's many types of different guns. Also, the hero shooter elements of like all the different heroes and abilities and their ults and all that. Like it incorporates a lot of like Apex, Overwatch, and like I said, all the different extraction elements. Going back to the point I made earlier in the video about this game getting review bombed to hell, is that the actual people who reviewed the game that played it more than 2 hours actually enjoyed the game. People like myself gave the game a fair shake, gave the game a fair review, and are telling people there are other like agendas outside of the game being, you know, not too good, not too bad, just it being like a cool 6 or 7. There are other hidden agendas behind this game and why people are just review bombing to hell. Like I said, the whole Israel GPT shit, the whole Jeff Keighley, you know, literally like kind of screwing them over in a sense. I know the game needed marketing and the game needed money to, you know, market the game the way they wanted to. But Jeff putting this game last, like, I'm sorry, you could have inserted this game and maybe he had already the schedule and like all of the games and one, you know, schedule he had made, and he was going to insert this before they ended the show or whatever, right? You inserting the game and you like the way he was talking before the announcement happened was like, oh yeah, these are ex Respawn devs. So OG ex Respawn devs who made all these great games that I mentioned earlier in the video as well. We see the game and we're like, that's what you wanted to show. If he would have showed this game in the middle of the show, if this was like the second game he would have showed, we would have been more excited to see this game. The fact that he put it dead last before, like he showed all the trailers, Expedition got all the awards, it got Game of the Year. He showed this game after Expedition got Game of the Year, and people, you know, people have been upset about that. We're not even gonna get into that conversation. But you show this the like dead last before the show ends, and people are like, that's it? Like that's what, like you showed us, like even the eye test, you can see by the eye test, even if you know, didn't play the game looks like decent. It looks like Apex. It looks Apex coded, like I said earlier in the video. Like it wasn't anything mind blowing. That's what I wanted. That's why I want y'all to know. Highguard is not mind blowing. I don't know if y'all expected this game to be mind blowing because of how Jeff was, you know, bringing it up. He was like, I usually know when games are gonna be good or not. Like, yeah, you were right about Highguard being good, but the PR, you low-key stained this game, Jeff. I'm sorry. Like, the PR this game is getting is horrible. This game, like I said, if it actually wins this uphill battle and becomes an actual good shooter, like a not even like a Apex staple, but like maybe it gets as good as like the finals was, or like I'm trying to think of like another shooter, but like the finals was really good. This game, the negative PR it has is like, man, I don't know how they're gonna come back from this unless they have some crazy, you know, monumental 2.0 update on some Battlefront 2 or Cyberpunk 2.0 shit. Like they're fighting an uphill battle with Jeff, with the fans, with all the, you know, comparisons to Apex and all that. It's both their faults. It's both, you know, Highguard devs and Jeff. Highguard devs probably like really, like I said earlier in the video, really needed this marketing, and Jeff gave them something that like, oh yeah, this is the last game we're gonna show. This is probably the best offer you're gonna get. Like I'm letting you know right now, this is the best offer you're gonna get. And of course, Jeff is a big component in like, oh yeah, I really like this game, and this game is up next. Like you could tell in his face he was really excited. So it's like if I'm making my first big game, you know, I'm an indie studio, I don't have that much backing from a AAA or a big publisher, I'm going to want to get that last slate at Game of the Year. Like, even though, you know, my game probably isn't in the state it needs to be like shown as like a last slate type of game, I still need the marketing. I still need, you know, the eyes. I need all the optics I can get at this moment in time. That's why I think Jeff screwed up, because maybe he did have the schedule already ready to go, and he gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. They couldn't refuse at the end of the day. It's got so bad enough that even on the Steam description of the game, they've already removed like their title, like their experience working on other games. They removed like them being ex-devs on Titanfall and Apex, and that shit's sad. Like people need to know who made. Like I hate that like it got to that point, but people need to know who made this game. People need to know that these are the legendary devs that made the all-time legendary devs that made Titanfall and Apex, like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, like they need to know this. Shit is sad, honestly. I'm rooting for them. Like I said, I really enjoyed the game. I really like the game, and hopefully it gets better. It's a really cool and unique shooter that has like a cool twist, you know, on the whole genre itself. So hopefully they'll have, you know, a generational comeback for the ages. I'm really rooting for them. But anyways, let me know down in the comments what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing me. Did y'all see, replay this right back, did y'all see that insane 2-piece I just got? Killed the first dude, stop onto the second dude. Like, god damn. Anyways, though, appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing me. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're not subbed yet, sub to the channel. We got bangers on the way. We got bangers already up on the channel. My Raven software videos are doing pretty good. And we got more bowling gun gamer videos on the way. You already know me. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Become a sub of the room. Become a sub to the channel. And as always, hope you have a great day. Take it easy.